Okay, welcome back everybody for another episode of Master of Command. Continuing our playthrough as the Austrian Border Troops. I want to apologize, it's been a few days since my last upload. That's because it was a holiday here in the United States and I was spending time with family. I had hoped to record more videos and schedule them to be posted while I was spending time with family, but I think I only got around to recording one video, which dropped, I think, three to 4 days ago. In any case, I want to try to wrap up our Border Troops playthrough pretty soon because there's going to be a big update to Master of Command, and I don't want the update to make this save unplayable. So I'm gonna try my best to get through this campaign without that update kind of messing everything up. So let's go ahead and look at our army composition real quick just to remind myself what we are doing here. Okay, so we've got our artillery brigade here looking good. What is this? Iron 6-pounder. So we probably want to look to upgrade that at some point. We've got our Fusiliers here, cavalry. I should have, yes, I have Grinzer Hussars. I've got the Erzherzog, Joseph Dragoons. We'll just call them the Joseph Dragoons, and some Grinzer Grenadiers in reserve. So as soon as we can get a new brigade, we're going to try to get these guys on the field. Let's take a look at our treatises real quick. We've got a bland treatise here. We also have a pretty good treatise here. I think my problem is just that I don't have the money for the equipment slots. Bland treatise. I think these guys both have bland treatises. Yeah, they do. Okay. So let's see. I know we want to come fight this encamped army. They're going to have 8,000 more men than we do. That's a little bit scary, but let's test our might. It looks like they're going to have us walk through this town, which is fine. We can go ahead and sell off these things, which will open up a equipment slot for us. And we can at least put this treatise to good use. Just comparing what all our guys have. I mean, honestly, I could just I could get rid of these spontoons. But we'll just do that. And we'll leave it at that for now. Okay. Just kind of looking at all this stuff here. Nothing really that we can afford. I want to be saving up for a new brigade. But maybe I will buy some manpower here. The reason being, I would love to get money from this battle instead of having to restore our manpower afterwards. If we can just like farm some patrols maybe to get our manpower back up, that would be great. Let's see. Oh man, they've got 5 full brigades. They've got quite a bit of artillery here. They're coming at us with what, 6 batteries total. They've got some Prussian Hussars. They've got Death Head Hussars, Grenadiers. Okay, Fusiliers aren't bad. Fusiliers aren't bad. The Grenadiers might be a little tough. And then they've got some Cantonist recruits. So they've got a good mix here of like strong units in the Grenadiers, and then some Cantonist recruits, which I'm not at all worried about. Okay, let's go ahead and fight this battle. Okay. Let's take a look at where they've got their... So they've got their weaker units on this side, and then they've got their Grenadiers on on our left flank. So I'm just trying to figure out if it makes more sense to set up over here on the right or over here on the left. I like the idea of them having to try to cross this river to get to us. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. There's kind of not as much terrain to take advantage of over here versus over here. We've got, you know, a unit can post up here. We can have one here and one up on the hill. But I think we're going to try to take advantage of this river to try to blunt the Grenadiers coming at us and charging us down. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to set up our sharpshooters, of course, to harass their artillery. And we're going to switch all our cannons over to canister. And let's put these guys over here. Let's get our bronze 6-pounders over here. And then we'll have the bronze 3-pounders here and our iron 6-pounders over here. And I mean, here, I kind of want to tighten this up a little bit. There we go. And let's get our veteran Fusiliers over here on this side. And then our just normal Fusiliers we'll have over here. Hungarian Hussars. Okay. And I think with this we're ready. Let's go ahead and send the sharpshooters up like that. Let's get you on the hill here. We'll get you on the hill. In fact, maybe we'll put you up on the hill and we'll swing you wide and put our 3-pounder over here as well. And let's get the veteran Fusiliers, at least some of them. I keep misclicking. There we go. Get some of our veteran Fusiliers over here. And then our other Fusiliers will have hold on this side. And once our here, let's even bring these guys over some. Just because they don't need to be quite so wide. Let's have you take off. Let's have everyone take off their bayonets. For the sharpshooters, at least. And let's knock off that horse artillery. Okay, you've done well. Let's bring up these sharpshooters to come hit this artillery. Let's get our next guys ready. Very nice. Come back. And so one of the changes that they're making in the update, they're going to fix this behavior where the artillery comes up and gets out ahead of their line infantry. So we're kind of just taking advantage of this behavior while we still can. Let's go ahead and slap these guys. Oops. Some of our guys are not hitting the right folks. Let's get our artillery firing on them. These guys hold their fire. Okay, I think we're done here. Let's bring up the hussars because they've got some hussars that are kind of live over here. So let's just play it safe and bring our guys back. And let's keep knocking out their artillery. Okay, bring the hussars back. Try to knock out that artillery. Try to finish them off. Okay. Okay, good. They're done. And bring our hussars back. Sharpshooters. Okay, pull back our sharpshooters. Let's Let's move our hussars forward. And let's charge in. Never mind. We're good. Okay, looks like there's not a whole lot going on this flank over here, which is fine by me. Okay, we'll get those sharpshooters out front. We'll get them set up. Let's have these guys moving into a different position. Let's hold your fire. Okay, hold your fire, hold your fire. Fire now. Pull back our sharpshooters. Okay, easy. Hold your fire. Wait for the hussars to come in and fire. And let's countercharge them. Okay. Not a problem. Let's hold your fire. Pull back. Open fire. Perfect. Okay, we can move these guys back out. See if you can hit those cuirassiers maybe just a little bit. Pull back our sharpshooters. Hit those cuirassiers. Fire at will. Let's move both of these guys forward. Just because we weren't in time there. Let's make a hole here for the artillery. Let's pull back our hussars before they get too shot up. These guys are out of ammo. Pull them back. Let's try to make a hole here for the artillery. And we'll start turning this line here. Get these hussars out of the way. Get these sharpshooters out. Let's move the artillery to over here. Redraw this line a little bit better. And you can take off your bayonet, you're definitely not going to get charged. Honestly, none of you guys probably are. Are you guys able to hit anything? No, not really. What do these guys have? Delft? Okay, let's turn you more this way. And maybe that will free up some more firing space for our artillery there. Let's try and knock off those land millets. Okay, perfect. And maybe get across the river. And let's have you guys set up. Man, these guys with their stupid Delft muskets. Where are my hussars? Bring them around. Try to get some kills with them. I am a little late to be doing this, unfortunately. Here, let's bring all these guys back. And just kind of let the artillery and the hussars try to get these kills. I'm waiting for them to form up and fire before... Okay, never mind. I wanted them to fire before sending my hussars in. Honestly, that went really well. I was a little worried about their cavalry, but they sent their cavalry in one at a time in places where I was ready for them. So we really didn't really suffer too much from their cavalry. Let's take the money, try to build up to 2,400 gold, and then let's go with the campaign movement speed because we're a little behind. We want to try to find those other the other encamped armies if we can. And let's look at things that we can sell. Yeah, sell that, sell that, sell that. We've got a good deal of equipment here that we can sell off. And honestly, I'm open to selling off even more of this stuff. But these, I've just set aside the things that definitely we can sell. All these Fusiliers can be veteran Fusiliers now. Looking good. Okay, let's... I don't think we saw any other encamped armies, did we? Maybe we come down through here and try to see if there's any encamped armies over here or slums that we can go visit, because or come up through here. This is also unknown territory. Ideally, I want to find a slum so that we can see if we can get some information about where the other encamped armies are. That would be ideal. So let's come over here. Let's see what we can sell off. This quartermaster has a lot of money. So let's sell off these things. Does this... Okay, that gets us up over 2,400, which is good. And then... So now I can open up my one more, now I can open up my one more brigade slot here, and we can fill it out with these guys. We'll go ahead and switch the cavalry over here, and we'll give our dragoons our better carbine because they have good shooting stats. Let's see what we can get for our cavalry. Extra morale damage dealt. I like that. They'll shatter units faster. Okay. Can I give you anything here? Oh, they should also have a carbine because they're relatively good at shooting. Better than my Hungarian hussars, at least. And we could give you this, could give you the veterancy gain. Or the morale and melee damage. I really don't have a whole lot for them at the moment, so we'll just give them... We'll give them the beer. And... I think I might give them the veterancy gain just so that they can start building up their stats through veterancy. These guys need equipment, so let's go shoes. They've got these Neustadt muskets, which I think are fine. Or I could give them like Potsdams and yeah, let's give them the Potsdam. And I'll give them the morale and melee damage, I guess. And sure, the Good Shepherd's axe. Okay, and I'll hold off from buying any units for now. I will buy just a little bit of food, and then let's keep on marching through here. Hopefully we'll find at least a patrol, but ideally an encamped army. Still got about 31 days. Okay, here's a patrol. Let's go fight them. Okay. They've got a little bit of artillery. Nothing too scary there. They've got some hussars, some cuirassiers, grenadiers, but nothing, nothing quite like that last army we fought. So set everyone to canister. And our Grenadiers are pretty speedy with these sturdy shoes. So I'm going to put them over here. And I'll give them this artillery. And we can give them the Grinzer Hussars for support. We'll have our Hungarians here supporting our sharpshooters that move up, of course. And we'll try to hold this town and this over here. I'm not going to stress too much about positioning since this is just a patrol army, and I mean, I feel like we're overqualified for it, so should be fine. Okay. Then let's take... Yeah, let's take our iron guns and we'll put them over here. We'll give these guys a clear field of vision to hit their artillery if needed. Let's put our 3-pounders over here and our 6-pounders over here. And we'll call that good. We'll march our sharpshooters up. Try to knock out their artillery. And let's go ahead and start getting some of our guys in position over here. Hussars supporting our sharpshooters just in case they run into any trouble. And looks like the hussars are escorting them, so let's knock off that field artillery. And then maybe those hussars will turn back and not come any closer. Okay, perfect. Also, everyone needs to take off their bayonets. What happened here? Did you guys fire like right as I told you to remove bayonets? Let's get everyone unlimbering. Okay, take your shot, and then we'll have destroyed all of their artillery. Excellent. Okay, pull everyone back. Pull everyone back to here. Let's get our infantry moving forward. And let's have you... Yeah, you can open fire, that's fine. Let's hit those hussars. Let's get into a line. Yeah, these guys are just kind of in the way, so let's pull them back. Oh, even though they have no veterancy. Okay, they're done for. Pull this artillery over this way. Let's pull you up to here and move you over. Let's turn our Grinzer Grenadiers a little bit to give them more firing space. Let's try to hit those hussars if any of those cannons have an angle. Oh shoot. Pull back all these guys. Let's get our... Hussars coming to help. Did I leave our dragoons back? I did. Oh, did these guys shatter? Why did they shatter? What? That's kind of crazy. And here, let's go ahead and take... I wouldn't mind taking the money for sure. Yeah, these guys apparently shattered without doing any damage. Maybe they got... Maybe they got hit by a volley of the incoming cavalry? I don't know. I wasn't paying attention to know what the heck happened to them. In any case, let's figure this out. Let's take the Let's take the money, since I can't figure out what I want. And let's see what we have here. We've got good Frisian horses. So we could give those to the dragoons. I wouldn't feel bad about that. We can give them breastplates. And then let's go ahead and do that. What have we got here? Great coats. Let's give them the better heavy jackets. And then what else? What else? Coffee. I don't know if we really need that. I guess we give it to our Grinzer Grenadiers. Blankets. Yeah, those are all things that would be helpful to hand out. Yeah, let's just open up some slots here. We'll give these guys the blanket rolls, and we'll give you the riding boots. Stamina and move speed. Is that better? Yeah, let's do that instead. We can sell off the cavalry. I might as well give these guys the excellent spirit rations. And I could take away their blankets. Let's do that. I do like these blankets. Maybe I'll give them back eventually. Okay. In any case, let's come over to the town and start doing some work here. Let's take that good tobacco. Good gun picks. I could buy some better gunner implements for our guys over here. And here in the town, Austrian Fusiliers aren't bad. Grinzer recruits, meh. Austrian Fusiliers. Do I want to buy Austrian Fusiliers? Have another Fusilier unit. Maybe. The only problem with buying another unit is that I think, you know what? I think it's fine. Let's see what else I can sell off. I'm not gonna use that probably. And I have a lot of light bayonets. I probably don't need all of those. These shoes. Here, let's sell off 2 of the light bayonets. We'll sell those shoes. We'll sell off these land patterns. Or sorry, the Neustats, I mean. We'll sell off the Neustats. We'll take that money and we'll buy the Fusiliers. And let's give them Pocket Bible, Spontoon, land patterns, and yeah, perhaps oh no, this is the same, the field implements. Sure, a cartridge box, why not? And let's give somebody the good tobacco. And actually, we can give you guys the normal tobacco. I do want to have a little bit more money on hand in case I run into a slum, so let's figure out how we want to do that. Maybe sell off these riding boots. They're not all that great. Maybe sell off a Neustadt. And I think that should be enough. Should we come across a slum? But maybe we can sell off one more entrenching tool. It would be good to buy up some food while we're here as well. What have we got here? 25. Do I have better limber chests for everyone? You don't have one at all. Okay. I do want to sell off this one though. Just so I can buy up a little bit of food here. And then let's figure out what we want to do from here. Maybe we come tackle this herd real quick, see if there's anything interesting. Yeah, I don't mind doing this. And then the excellent greatcoat is technically better, so we'll do that. And this can honestly be sold off at this point. Let's go ahead and come down here and see if we can find another encamped army. And honestly, with there being more artillery recruitable here, I probably should have held off on buying the Fusilier and gotten another artillery unit, but that's okay. We are going to go visit these slums, see if we can find an encamped army. Come on, intelligence. Oh, no. Alright, let's just sell them some provisions. I mean, okay, so technically we could make our money back if we just come up here and buy food, so we can sell lots. It's fine. We'll visit this encampment. Maybe we'll get a battle out of this. Nope. Let's see. Yeah, I could have gotten a battalion artillery. I don't know. But I like the idea of having a little bit of a wider line. Okay. Let's think for a minute. Anything here that we want? Accuracy and cover bonus. That's pretty good. Some good marksmen here. What have we got here? If there's a cheap officer. This isn't bad for like another line infantry officer. This guy's more melee oriented, so we're not going to pick him. This one's okay. He's a little pricey. Oh, volley fire? That's kind of cool. Sure, let's go for the volley fire guy, just for the heck of it. Okay, so now you'll just be Line Brigade, and you'll be Line Brigade 2. Unfortunately, we can't really buy anything else here. And I haven't really located any slums to go find more information, so I think we might just raid until the HQ comes for us. Oh, a field army? Sure. We'll take a field army. They're gonna have a bunch of lifeguards, veteran grenadiers, but the field army feels scarier than the encamped army. Not in terms of numbers, but certainly in terms of quality. Okay. Alright, let's see. They've got their lifeguards. Got their lifeguards and their veteran grenadiers stacked on this side, with their lower quality troops on the other side. Let's see what they've got for artillery. Nothing special. So let's go ahead and put our guys out here. Putting our veteran units more over here. Maybe we'll try to hold this area a little bit. We're gonna have our Grinzer Grenadiers over here. Get our Hungarians there, ready to support. As for our artillery, everyone needs to load up canister. We'll put them on the hill because they'll get a nice, good accuracy bonus. Everyone else will just sort out eventually where they end up going. Okay. And then sharpshooters advance like that. Let's have you over here. You take the hill. You can be here, and we'll put our iron guns here. And let's make sure our Hungarians are supporting. Oops. Oop. Okay, let's keep track of our sharpshooters and what's going on here. Let's try to use them to hit that horse artillery. Oh, just one more shot. One more shot would have been good there. Okay. Now that their artillery has pretty much been neutralized, let's finish setting up our own artillery. Looks like these guys will recover just barely. It's showing that they got some kills, but I don't know what those kills might be. I think all of our guys are at full health. Okay, let's pull back. Get our sharpshooters back. Let's find a hole for you guys to fire through, maybe right over here. Their artillery just might be bugged and might not even come back. And let's have you guys set up right here by the artillery. We'll keep our big baddies, our big bad veteran fusiliers in the rear. Let's get you guys unlimbered. And maybe over here we move to take this hill. Just because I kind of don't like leaving it up for the enemy to take. You can open fire. Here, maybe the Grinzer Hussars stay over here. You guys can come up on the hill. Move you forward. You guys will just kind of be in reserve for now, I guess. But yeah, we're definitely going to stack this side with our Hungarians. Open fire. Excellent. Don't shoot them anymore. Okay, we got a bunch of Freikorps Jaegers over here. Let's keep an eye on this artillery. Not the artillery, the cavalry. Okay, let's have everyone hold fire for a moment. And okay, open fire now. Oh, that's right, they fire by rank because they're in the cool brigade that fires by rank. In any case, let's go ahead and try to chase down those let's try to chase down the routing units here, if at all possible. Kind of want you to hold fire so these other guys can gain more veterancy. So let's get you guys coming this way. Hold fire while we wait for these hussars to come up. Okay, fire, fire. Charge in here. You guys charge in here. Your Grenadiers, remove your bayonets so you can reload a tiny bit faster. Okay, these guys are racking up a bunch of kills. Good. These guys are too. You can take off your bayonet. You won't get charged at this point. Chase them. Let's knock them out. Here, why don't you guys equip your bayonets and then charge it? Take. Alright, we got a lot of money from that. And some fairly good loot, too. Let's... I do like veterancy, but I also like money. Let's go for the money. Cuirassier swords. Anyone we want to trade out? We could trade you. Could get Cuirassier swords. That we can sell. Good tompions, good tompions. Any of you guys? We could do away with that and give you tompions. Here, let's give you guys the shepherd's axe, I guess. We can sell the Hussar Saber. Good horseshoe. Does anyone want a good horseshoe? Could any of you guys use longer range? I mean, you could. Oh, we could upgrade you, actually. Congratulations on the upgrade. These guys still need some more time. None of these are good for artillery, so we're gonna skip. Okay, back to my range question. I could also give these guys a limber chest so they don't consume as much ammunition. You're the only one who really could benefit. Everyone has elevation screws. Let's give you a good lumber chest. And you could also use a lumber chest. Great. Let's see. Does anyone have like junky shoes? You guys kind of do. Would you prefer to have sturdy shoes? What about you guys? Probably don't need spontoons on you anymore. Okay. Let's go ahead and keep raiding this town while we wait for the HQ and while we replenish. Okay, we got some tea out of it. That's not bad. Here, let's get rid of your shoes and give you tea. Like that trade. The other things are not really so useful, so we can sell them. And Who's slower? Here, let's give you the half gator so you're a tiny bit faster. Although, okay. What did I do with those sturdy shoes? I gave it to these guys? I guess so. Okay. So we've raided that town. Let's come visit this other one. We'll raid them into the ground while we're waiting for the HQ. Oh, a supply cache. Maybe we come visit the supply cache real quick, because this will just give us a bunch of resources. And then come back over here. Anything good here? Good canister. What does our artillery have? Basic canister, excellent, excellent. So we could buy the good canister. There's also quartered musket. Anything good here? Looks like I've been here before. Excellent coffee. I don't really need. Okay, I do want the good canister and the excellent quartered musket. Maybe these wooden stakes too. And my plan is our Grinzer Grenadiers, we can give the quartered musket and have him like march around the flank of a unit and just blast them with the quartered musket is the plan. Our stakes we can give to some of our Fusiliers just for when they get charged into. Yeah. And give you good canister. These are all things we can sell. Do I want to buy the excellent lumber chest? Sure. And let's buy the wooden stakes too. And then I can switch out. Yeah, your one of you. Okay, that one's better, but we can switch this one out. And we can sell that. And I think we could probably sell that too. Now we've got these basic wooden stakes, so let's give them to one of our veteran Fusiliers. Man, we really need better weapons for these guys. They're just using basic Potsdams. I think I might give them the entrenching tools as well. Over the spontoons. Okay, I feel a little bit better about that. Anything else? We can sell these off. And, okay. I could also give, like, one of our Grinzer sharpshooters the quartered shot. Maybe these guys with the, not the Potsdams, but with, like, the crazy long-range Jaeger rifles. Okay. Alright, alright, alright. I think we're good here. I don't think I'm gonna make any more purchases. I do like good blankets, but... Oh, who am I kidding? I'm gonna buy it. And I'll probably buy those Tompions too. Yeah, we could absolutely use those Tompions. Oh, shucks. Here, take the full gator. Okay. Here, take better blankets. And you can take these. Alright, feeling good about that. Let's go ahead and raid this town. Let's see where the HQ is, coming in fast. Hopefully we finish raiding. No. Ah. Alright, what are we fighting? Some Feldjägers, Fry Infantry Jaegers, unit of Lifeguard, Cuirassiers. Okay, they've got quite a bit of cavalry. They've got quite a bit of cavalry we need to be ready for. Let's take a look at their artillery. I was gonna say, I don't remember them having very much. And they don't, and they're both pretty mediocre guns. These guys are gonna be dangerous. I would like to try to eliminate them quickly. Lifeguard over here, along with a handful of grenadiers. In any case, I would say this is the more dangerous part of their army. And what I'll try to do is set up... Do I want to try to hold the town? Not especially. What I think I'd rather try to do is try to occupy this hill and these forests. Because holding the town leaves me open to them occupying these hills. Let's load up all of our canister. And then let's get our... Here, let's get you guys loaded with your quartered shot. I'm ready to get on the flank of somebody. And then let's pull our veteran guys. We'll minus our one Fusilier unit that's not a veteran. Over here, let's get our Hungarians ready to support the sharpshooters. I don't even know if we'll be able to take out the artillery because they have so many light infantry. Okay, I think we're good with that. Let's have all of our artillery a little further forward, ready to advance. And they should all have canister. Okay, I think we're ready. Let's go. Yep, I want you sitting on top of the hill. I want you guys over here. Let's move our 3-pound guns over here. Iron over here. And let's get our best fusiliers marching over here, along with the Grinzer Grenadiers. We'll have these guys sit back, kind of watch this flank. Let's take our other two good veteran fusiliers. We'll have them march to here. These two guys we'll put here for now. And you guys can watch. Maybe I put you guys on the hill for now. Let's move up the sharpshooters, along with our Hungarian hussars. And let's keep our more dragoonish cavalry in the back. Okay, that should be everyone with orders. Let's see if their artillery will get ahead. And it looks like it. Okay, well, fine with me. Let's go ahead and knock them out. I wonder if they can form up and shoot before they get out of range. Doesn't seem like it. Okay, let's start. Doing some stuff like that. Let's... Okay, they're still moving into position. Okay, they actually have Freikorps Hussars moving in over here, so I don't wanna play around too much with that. But I'm not opposed to getting some pot shots off on these veteran grenadiers. Here, let's pull our sharpshooters back. Get our Hungarians ready to answer the call, should they be needed. Okay, fortunately they were not needed. They got kind of chewed up running away there. I'm curious who they'll get in range of first. Okay, here's a charge coming in. I can't quite tell who they're... I guess these sharpshooters is who they're trying to charge into. Okay, in any case, they shouldn't be a problem. Gotta keep an eye on the cavalry over here. And maybe the cavalry over here too. Not the cavalry, but the light infantry. Okay. Oh no, I gotta pull my guys out. Let's... Okay, good. The Dragoons are probably done for in this battle, at least. Okay, good. Let's pull them out. Let's see if we can't get them to not come back. Okay, I think that's good for now. Put these guys back forward. I think they'll just rout. trying to figure out where melees are happening. Here we go. I don't want a melee over here. Okay, here's one Hussar unit ready to respond in case these guys get too close. Oh, shoot. Please fire, please fire. Okay. Let's charge in. Okay, Grinzer Grenadiers did a fine job. I'm not too fussed. Okay, those guys aren't coming back. Let's start setting up over here. Let's get these guys out. Trying to get some last experience. Okay, so that was a little bit tougher than I had expected, but we didn't have anyone shatter, which was good. Got a lot of money out of it. Hopefully we have enough men to replace our losses. We almost do, so that's fine. I'm pretty happy with that. And I'll probably go with the extra money just so that we can start outfitting our guys with more good equipment. Or I could go for the veterancy. I really do want our hussars to reach a higher veterancy. And some of our lower level guys like our Grinzer Grenadiers and our Fusiliers could use it as well. Maybe I'll do that instead. It's only 500 gold, and we've got plenty of stuff here to sell off. Not to mention our artillery can still get better. Okay, let's look for a good line brigade. Cover effectiveness is okay. Cover effectiveness is okay, but do I really want them to have that? Let's skip. I think we can do better. Oh, and these guys can be veteran Fusiliers. Awesome. Let's see here. I think you can be field artillery. And not quite, but almost. Okay, so here are things that we can sell. Heavy saddles. Sure, for now, I guess. we've got these good gun picks. I know someone here had some really junky gun picks. We can switch those out. Here, let's switch yours. And we can give you guys the basic gun picks. I think we can start selling off these spontoons. Okay. We need more. Here, why don't we like drop you guys to like 500 for now? Okay. Okay, I'm happy with that. Let's go ahead and proceed to Act 3. Better reload, that would be good. Ammunition I'm not too worried about. Let's go for the reload. And I could get better line infantry. I could get these grenadiers, or I could get these grenadiers. Let's take a look. $100 each time I visit a settlement. Reduce provision consumption and extra campaign visibility. I think this is going to be our best bet because I prefer the line infantry to the grenadiers. And I mean, I think these guys, this is the best doctrine because we're getting this so late in the game. It's not going to be that useful to pick up $100 each time we visit a settlement. And campaign visibility, I think, is very meh. So let's go for Suppress Silesia. Okay. Let's come check the supply cache real quick. I don't like wasting the time. So we'll probably pass on this. And it's not like we're really hurting for any of these things that they're offering. Maybe if we had like no food, we could do that, but we're not that poor. Let's see. Raid 3 settlements. Okay. To get the Deligne Fusiliers. And dismantle 5 slums. Okay. Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm not going to play through much of Act 3. I kind of just want to get myself set up for the next time I do play. So we're going to come visit this town. And we're going to work through our manpower issues. We don't need any officers. We could use a marksman. We could use better tompions. We could use the beginner implements. Oh, we really need better weapons because our guys are using like basic Jaeger rifle, you know, basic Charleville. We definitely need the artillery. We need new guns and new artillery. Let's see what we've got in here. An extremely expensive Shuvalov. 8-pounder Lycorn, I don't hate, but it's so expensive. Excellent double canister, I don't hate that. Okay, first things first, I think we need the weapons. We need to get our guns sorted out. So let's do that. We don't need the excellent Tulas. Excellent Potsdam is good. And okay. And that's gonna make us very poor. And we could sell items here, but there is a sale cost debuff, so I kind of don't want to do that. So let's just buy these. Let's get our Jaegers sorted. Heck, maybe our Grinzer Grenadiers we treat as like a... we give them the Jaeger rifles. And let's give our other guys the Potsdams. Okay, so now everyone should be using a better musket. Yeah, and these guys are good. Should I just give them a normal Jaeger rifle? No, let's keep them with the excellent Potsdam. They'll do more good with that than these guys will. So these we can sell off. And got some good bayonets here. But I don't have the money for it, so it's kind of a moot point. They've got some really good Liechtensteins in here. But again, I don't have the money. So we're just gonna have to work our way to getting more money and upgrading our artillery. At least the the iron 6-pounder and the bronze 3-pounder. I want to at least upgrade those two. I feel like these guys are I mean, the Liechtenstein is good, of course, but the bronze 6-pounder I think is okay at the moment. I think if it came down to spending a ton of money to upgrade this, or, you know, upgrading the quality of our equipment here and giving them more stuff, I'd rather get them more stuff. So, okay. Anyway, I think that's where we're going to end the episode for today. I think we've set ourselves up for success here in Act 3. Pretty much all of our guys are max veterancy except for some of the artillery and, of course, these 2 hussars. And when I say max veterancy, I mean they've hit like the end of their unit tree. I know that, you know, this guy isn't like veterancy level 9. We're still working on that. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, if you did, please leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe. All these things support the channel, and I appreciate it, and I want to thank you for taking the time to watch. I appreciate that. So, we'll see you in the next video.